one. I'm ready to go. 99 on the clock, but you already know. Jump in right away, I'll throw a DP. Think you are the block stun, catch a tiger knee. The best of the best all came to play. We'll find out who's the real world warrior today. Cracking open some toys, man. What you gonna do? Taking a look at Jada Ultra Street Fighter 2.
Perfect.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Cracked Open Games and Toys. Today we're checking out the Jada Ultra Street Fighter 2 Balrog and E.Honda, and I'm super excited for these guys because that means we're only 2 figures away from having this line completed now after these guys. All that we got left is Zangief and T-Hawk. Hopefully sometime this year we'll be able to finish up this line. But yeah, anyway, let's get cracking these guys open. I'm going to start off with Balrog, then we'll move on to Honda, and look for a short this weekend too. I'll put together a short for these guys as well, so we can check them out in a, a consolidated, much shorter video. All right, anyway, let's get started and check out Balrog. Alright, so this is what you're going to get inside the box. Here we got our awesome looking Balrog figure, and you're going to get 2 punching effect pieces on top of that. They're kind of soft plastic, bendable. You can see it like the other effect parts that it's not focusing too well, there we go. The other effects parts that they've included so far. Yeah, you can see they're bendy, so they're not going to like snap or break or anything on you, but yeah, pretty cool looking. And then we've got 2 open fists as well, both left and right for that. And they also included a just stoic looking base head sculpt there. Looks nice. I think I kind of prefer the one that's on there right now because that's, the typical character select art that we always see for Balrog and Bison, whichever you prefer to call them. Very cool. All right, let's actually check out some of these effect parts since we got them out here. Let's check out the articulation too. The head, what you'd expect from Jada, 360. Shoulders. Oh, it's very interesting. There is a separate bending, additional joint here for the undershirt, which is unexpected and really freaking cool. That is awesome. And you're going to get full, that is on a separate additional ball joint within the Balrog chest. And on top of that, you're going to get a full 360 at the shoulder. And these have big old swivels on there too, so you can get, man, this thing just seems like he's loaded on articulation. Yeah, we can get all the way up to there on the shoulders, and if we use that additional joint at the shoulders, we can angle those down. I'm just going to leave the other one up for right now so you guys can kind of see that difference that you're getting with that additional ball joint that's connected on the shirt peg there. That is amazing. So yeah, if you need to bend it, towards the inside a little bit, you're going to get that much too. Very cool. All right, and as far as that bicep swivel there, You get the full 360, double jointed at the elbow. Cool. And we've got wrist, a little bit of a hinge there. And you got the full 360 there as well for articulation. So, wow, super impressive on the upper body. Was not expecting that additional joint there in the shoulder, which is very cool. And yeah, just like that, you can get some awesome, posing out of that too, because you're getting kind of a hinge, extra 360 ball joint that you do not get on the other figures. So very awesome that Jada included that. And as you can kind of see here too, this whole shirt is textured, just like I think the Ryu. I think they all actually had a bit of a texturing on it. So that's cool that they included that. A little bit of darker shades and stuff too that they kind of lightly painted in there. Man, this is, I know they upped the price on these guys a little bit, but man, the detailing is this, and this isn't lighting or anything. This is actually painted here. This is a darker shade that's coming in all these areas for that tank top. So yeah, really cool. Let's continue with the articulation, and I don't want to bend this guy too far there, but it looks like you're going to get that out of that upper torso twist, and maybe you can go yep. I was scared too. I didn't want to break this guy since he's new, but yeah, you can totally get that 360 out of the upper part. So dude, like if you want to swing with him, you could get some mean angles out of that twist there. Holy crap. We also are going to have a 360 at the waist, so that's all standard. And as far as the legs go, and yeah, surprisingly, we can get splits on him fairly easily. And because most Jada figures have this problem with the butt plastic there with that flap, that it's going to hinder your leg movement just a little bit there, but you still get back there. And not like Balrog's going to do much kicking, but forward to there at the 90. And we do have upper thigh rotation as well. So that will swivel a full 360, bend at the knee, and double jointed there. Really cool. Pinless too, just like all the other Jada figures. So you're rocking and rolling there. And we also do have a swivel at the shin, which is cool. We get, let's check out the toes here. What we get for that? Get another 360 at the toes. And that also has a bend up and down slightly at the ankle. And then for the toe themselves, you're also going to get that up and down with the toe hinge. So this guy is loaded with every bit of articulation you can want. Oh, I didn't show the neck rotation there. I mean, not just the head, but the neck actually has a slight bend on it too. So if he needs to look down, he can look down that far. And if he needs to look up, the neck and the tilt on the head will give you up that far. So man, I am pretty dang impressed here with the articulation on this guy. I was not expecting that. Let's try out a few of the different effect parts too while we got them out. So like if you want to put these on both hands just to see if they catch. And yeah, we're in there. That looks cool. If you want to wind them up for like a turnaround punch or whatever, you can have them doing that. And then this one is the bigger effect. So maybe like if you wanted to pose him like he's actually outwardly swinging at somebody, and you put on this this bigger effect there, like a straight punch. So yeah, those will connect to that. Let's see if they connect to the other open hands too, or if the open hands are different type of mold where they would not connect. Nope, they fit fine on there too. So yeah, you can really connect them to either one that you want to. If you prefer the open hands with the effect or closed, they will work on either. And yeah, let's just get a close look at alternate sculpt that comes default on him. This is Balrog. They did a great job on the head sculpt with the missing tooth and everything too. Just man, right out of the game. Really nice. Cool. So yeah, let's put him on the rotating table and we'll finish up with him there. All right, so yeah, with Honda, we're gonna get our big boy Honda figure and additional head sculpt. Let's take a look at that guy. It's like laughing, you know, kind of grinning face. That's pretty sweet. Not sure which I like more. Let's take a look at the other one too. I don't know, kind of like the standard one on Honda. They're both really nice though. It's cool to get both the different variety to choose from there. We have two open face hands if you wanted to do the hand slap or something like that. You could definitely do that. Two open hands. And then we got this awesome effect part for the 100 hand slap. So what you're going to do is this, we'll go through it, but you'll pop off the hand that's on there, put this on, and then we'll put on one of the open hands too, so we can do the 100 hand slap. Very cool. So yeah, that's what you're going to get with Honda. And let's go ahead and check out his articulation and everything we did with Balrog. So check him out. So yeah, the head, I'm going to get the 360 there. You get a ball joint there, so he does have a slight up and down. And then the neck, we also get actually, he's got a little bit of that ball peg will give you a little bit of back and forth. Doesn't feel like the neck is actually moving too much. No, the neck is, I guess it'll move left to right, just ever so slightly, but yeah, not too much movement on the neck there itself. So again, we're getting these crazy joints up here, these extra, let's see if they're 360 like Balrogs. And yeah, it's a bit of a definitely a 360 swivel there up at the shoulder, an additional shoulder joint on top of the shoulder, which is, I don't usually see this too much on figures, so that is amazing that both of these guys have it. Maybe that's why these are going for the $35 price point, just with a bit of added articulation in there. But anyway, this is going to be pretty much the same as Balrog. It looks like you're going to get the rotation up at the shoulder, and due to that extra ball joint in there, holy crap, we get all the way up here for the shoulder bend, and it does have the hinge there as well, so it just by itself will get down to there. And if you use that additional shoulder, you can get like all the way bending into his side, which is amazing. And let's see if it goes. Oh yeah, now let's check out this on Balrog too. We'll come back to that in a second, but because of these like 360 joints here, you get that full range of motion. So you're getting, I'm gonna leave his hand out, you get all the way back to there, and then just using that same joint, we can go, you know, you're getting like the pec fly on this. That is crazy. So cool. So yeah, we'll come back to Balrog on that just to double check that joint and see if he can do that too. But we get the bicep. Can't do it. Bicep swivel there up at the top. Standard double jointed elbows there. The rotation and bend at the wrist. Upper torso, let's see if we can do that same. Little stiff to start up, but yep. Full 360 on that. Very cool. And a little bit of an ab crunch on him. Even big Honda can do a ab crunch there. Cool. And that's also because of the bend at the waist too. But even just that upper joint, look how far back you can get him. So he's got a large range of mobility there due to this cut on the upper pecs there. That is so cool. At the waist, full rotation there as well. This is all soft plastic here. This is all bendy plastic, so it can move a little bit probably to get the legs around. Let's see how much range we got there. And not a full 90, but about that much forward. And not too much back just because of that full skirt there. We do we have upper thigh. Yep, we got a cut. You can see Honda's red panties there. You do get an upper thigh rotation if you need it. We've got double jointed knees. And we have a rotation at the ankle, as well as they have a tilt there. Oh yeah, there we go. We got a tilt And we got bendy toes, just like Akuma and Balrog had. So all the articulation you could want on a big Honda figure. And this soft plastic here, you can kind of see that texture there too. It's textured. So yeah, the same thing like Balrog shirt and stuff, we do get a slight texture inlay on it. This is not lighting on the chest either. Those are slight paint changes there. So he is slightly painted on the chest to give that nice little definition. Yeah, I just had to double check. These are painted there, but it's just it's molded there too. So both molded and painted to give that illusion of that depth here. And I don't see too much of the painting on the back. Maybe it's just my lighting or something, but it does have all the molded detail there for those back muscles. Very cool. All right. And yeah, just to come back to Balrog for a second to check out those upper shoulders there. Yeah, it's the same deal. You get, because of that extra bend, you're going to get, maybe looking from the top will be better, but you're going to get back to there. And look at that. Just that, because of that 360 in the t-shirt, you're going to get all that extra movement. That is so cool that they did that. It's not just, you know, up, down. It is the whole, because it's the ball joint there, at least it seems like it's a ball joint, you're getting all that extra rotation. So absolutely amazing on these guys. And yeah, let's check out that effect part for Honda. Just going to remove his fist there. We'll slip on, it is for right hand, right? Yeah, it is. So we'll slip on this onto his right hand. Like that, it looks like. And then we'll pop a open hand in there. Okay, there we go. So now we've got an articulating open hand, and we can kind of move that, you know, how it would appear in the game or whatever, and get him in a slightly, now this will look a lot better on the light table. We'll get him in a slightly crouch position, and probably that yelling head would look better in this too, but you get the idea, man. That's probably the best they could do with an effect from the game that had multiple, you know, hand motion blurs coming out at the same time. So yeah, we'll pop the other head on there and we'll do that pose for the 360. So yeah, guys, this has been a look at the new Jada, E.Honda, and Balrog. Really like these guys a lot. And if you've been collecting the series, you know what to kind of expect. What I didn't expect was those extra ball joints in the shoulder to give it those extra range of motion, and both Balrog and Honda have those. So thumbs up to Jada for adding even more than what is expected on these Street Fighter 2 figures. And I think they look great together. They're going to look great with the rest of the cast too. And all we got left is Zangief and T-Hawk. So yeah, they'll hopefully be finishing the lineup this year. Look forward to that. As you guys can see, the only real downside I had to these, I think Balrog's awesome, man. This is like an A+ S rank figure to me. It's all the right boxes. Great articulation, great posing, effects, extra face, and everything that comes with it. I think this is like gold standard here. So if you have any hesitation about picking this guy up, I wouldn't. Just nab him if you see him or order him. I got both these guys off a Big Bad Toy Store. Not a plug or anything for them. That's just where I get stuff a little bit before stores get it around me, because got a lot of collectors in my area and stuff usually gets picked up really quickly. So I just usually pick up stuff off of BBTS. And the only real downside to Honda, again, great figure. I would probably still give this guy a B+ or an A. But as you can see with the rotation table, the rotating table, his center of gravity is really, really hard to pose. And I don't know if it's just because of this hand slap thing that I got going on right now or what, but I tried a bunch of different, you know, positions to stand him in. And I think what's going on is just that he's got the open feet and they're curved with no real base there. So unfortunately, you guys are probably going to have to, sorry for the Honda upskirts shot there, but you guys will probably have to get one of these NECA bases or some other type of base that you can put onto his, you know, this is just a NECA standard base there. And once you do that, he's fine. But you're going to have to get some type of base for him or something, because like he has a really weird center of gravity that just doesn't work very well on its own. And one final thing, I didn't give you guys height measurements yet, so we'll do that real quick. Do Balrog since he's already kind of standing upright. I'm guessing about 7 inches here. Let's see. Yep, just shy of 7 for Balrog. And as soon as I say that, he starts tumbling down. And yeah, let's check out Honda 2. If we get him fully standing, he's going to be about the same height. I think he's even though he crouches low due to the game and stuff like that, you know, if we've got him standing not in that crouch position, yeah, he's okay. It's just when he kind of get his center of gravity offset to do like his posing and stuff like that, that he can start tipping over. So just something to watch out for. I wouldn't dock the figure that bad for that. Just, you know, if you get him into certain game positions, he's going to be a little bit off. And yeah, maybe I had his center of gravity just right because he's falling over on me now and I'm trying to get a height measurement on him. So let's see here. And yeah, just about 6.5 to the top of his head, maybe a little shy of 6.5. But yeah, that's what we're looking at here for these guys. Again, really cool figures. I think they're still available at Big Bad Toy Store if you want to pick them up now. Otherwise, they will likely be at Targets and Walmarts in the near future. All right, guys, remember to like and share. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions for me or anything on these figures. And if these are the type of videos you're into, I would definitely recommend checking out the channel. Consider subscribing. Anyway, until the next one, take care and have fun.
Cracking open some toys, man. What you gonna do? Taking a look at Jada Ultra Street Fighter 2.
Perfect.